The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Open man is Uzama. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular, and hoping for more here in Week 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on their perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 24, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. The Browns had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports. $13 yards remaining on second down. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Third and long. It's Watson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job. Both feet in. First down. Big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Play action. Now Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
In 2021, Corey Davis made the move from the Tennessee Titans to the New York Jets, but injuries limited to only 9 games. When healthy, though, he had begun to show the promise that made him a top 5 pick by the Titans. A promising rep there, getting a first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for the team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Open man here is Conklin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. And the coverage was good downfield. They get right to the receiver.
play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg. Greg Zerline. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On first down, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Here's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Again, it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On second down, a run with Hall. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the hole doing the tripping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Come on, set.
2nd down and goal. Wilson being chased out left. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Pushes him over, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is a modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Hall want to give up the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wilson. The ball comes out. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. One thing comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and back by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. Right back to Njoku. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Watson now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Wilson. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions.
Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, 5. And he is finally stopped. Boy, he almost made it, but not quite. Down around the 5-yard line. What a return.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. Watson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.